So, are you ready to start your investment journey, but you're having a difficult time choosing between the top 3 brokers, those being Vanguard, Fidelity, and Charles Schwab? If that's the case, in this video, I have you covered. I'm going to be going over all 3 as well as key facts to notate to help you make the best decision. What's up, everyone? For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Trey and welcome to Let's Talk Finances, where on this channel, we help you get out of debt, reach financial independence, and ultimately begin building wealth. So if that's something that you are interested in, go ahead and subscribe to this channel as it helps this channel to grow so that I can continue making content just like this one. Before we get started, I would highly encourage those of you who are on your financial independence journey to go ahead and join the Let's Talk FIRE Facebook group. All right, in that group, there are over 4,000 members that are active on the page that discuss everything that are related to finances, to include investing. Let's start with number 1. Fidelity is actually the largest broker-dealer in the United States. It was created in 1946 and it has a total asset of $6.7 trillion. Now, of that $6.7 trillion, $2.2 trillion of it are actually Fidelity family funds. Now, Fidelity offers no commission on some Fidelity traded funds and also select iShare funds. The big thing with Fidelity that you've probably heard of, and if you haven't, more than likely you will, is that in 2018, it actually introduced the no expense fee mutual funds. The reality of this is they did so to try to surpass Vanguard, being that Vanguard was highly known to be the leader in low cost, low expense ratio mutual funds. But along with those zero expense ratios, it's still going to cost the trader 65 cents per contract for those of you who are actually interested in options trading. And the last thing with Fidelity, they really do offer some very low cost mutual funds as well as ETFs that will benefit you, the investor. Those of you who are on your investing journey, put down in the comments below which one of the 3 you actually chose, or which one of the 3 you're leaning more towards. Number 2 will be Vanguard. Vanguard was actually created in 1975, and it's best known for its low-cost mutual funds as well as its ETFs, or exchange-traded funds. Now, for those of you who don't know the difference between the two, in this video, I actually went over that. Index funds or mutual funds, as well as exchange-traded funds. So, watch that video after this one to help you make a better decision. Vanguard is actually the largest provider of mutual funds and the second largest provider for exchange-traded funds. Now, it also offers no trade commissions as long as you're managing those funds yourself. The founder of Vanguard was John Bogle, who was actually the creator and pioneer of index funds. Its average expense ratio will be somewhere around 0.07%, to whereas the industry average is currently 0.62%. Its current assets are at $5.3 trillion, and it's better for long-term investors. It's not going to be for those who actually want to do options trading. The next thing that I'll discuss here is smashing the like button for that pesky YouTube algorithm. Number 3, and that's going to be Charles Schwab. Charles Schwab was founded in 1971. It doesn't have as many no commission funds, however, it does offer quite a substantial amount. Its expense ratio is around 0.04%, however, it offers the least amount of funds in comparison to Vanguard as well as Fidelity. Now, its actively managed funds are averaging 0.69%. A big thing with Charles Schwab's is that it offers a free robo-advisor, and that robo-advisor is known as Schwab's Intelligent Portfolio. Now, that is one thing that is very unique to Charles Schwab's. The other 2 do not offer anything like it, and to go along with that, it even offers online checking and savings accounts. And lastly, it's $36 billion in assets, which is significantly lower than that of Vanguard as well as Fidelity. So now that we have these basics out of the way, let's get into some very unique and key features of each one of these to help you make a better decision. Two things that are very unique to Fidelity. Number one, its educational features. So it seems as though Fidelity has very much so decided to highlight educating the investor. So on its website, it has multiple different facets that you can go to help you, the investor, better educate yourself to make a more informed decision. And in addition, what's extremely unique to Fidelity, which we're going to go into here shortly, is its zero expense ratio funds. Fidelity has offered 4 zero expense ratio funds. And the reason that they did this obviously was to compete with Vanguard, who was dominating the market with its low expense ratios for mutual funds as well as exchange traded funds. I'll put down in the description below which funds these are, but the 4 funds are for emulating the S&P 500, the total stock market, the international stock market, as well as large and small caps. The reason that this became such a huge deal was because of the reason that index funds were created in the first place, all right? John Bogle created the index fund because he wanted what was best for the shareholder, all right, for the actual investor. And in doing so, he created the index fund, which wasn't even comparable in terms of an actively managed account. So we know that actively managed accounts charge the investor significantly more in commissions to manage that fund. However, because index funds are passively managed, they charged a much lower expense ratio. So for this reason, Fidelity decided to come up with the zero expense ratio fund to compete directly with Vanguard. Now, going into unique features for Vanguard, all right, there's only one thing that I will notate, which actually was the reason I decided to go with them. And it was the fact being that John Bogle, the founder of Vanguard, was the creator of the index fund. I fell in love with the foundation of which Vanguard was created with. Now, with that being said, does that solely make Vanguard the best brokerage account to go with? No, it doesn't, all right? I'm not gonna be biased here. But that is what I will say is one of the most unique features about Vanguard. The unique features for Charles Schwab's, as mentioned earlier, are 2 things. Number 1 being it offers a totally free robo-advisor. So for those of you who aren't familiar with what a robo-advisor is, to name a few would be M1 Finance, Webull, and the ever so popular Robinhood. Charles Schwab's actually offers their own robo-advisor, and it's totally free for those members who decide to go with Charles Schwab's. The second thing that I feel as though is very unique to Charles Schwab's is that it offers free online banking, which provides checking as well as a savings account. All right, the next feature we're going to go into is the minimum deposit, which should be a question that you're asking. To open an account with Vanguard is actually free, and you can start investing with exchange traded funds without any minimum investment with respect to Vanguard. In this video, I actually went over that. The top 5 exchange traded funds through Vanguard that you should be considering. So go ahead and watch that video after this one. To open a Vanguard account and start investing in mutual funds, it would require at least a $3,000 minimum investment and can go upwards to $100,000. Now, don't be thrown off guard by these figures. When you do put in $3,000, it goes directly towards your investment. And from that point, you can put in $1, $5, $10, whatever you want to start investing, but that $3,000 would be the minimum investment. Fidelity as well as Charles Schwab's do not have a minimum investment on any of their mutual funds. Now, in terms of fees, you should be asking, what are the fees associated with each brokerage account? Well, the good news is all 3 of these brokerage accounts, for the most part, have no fees, which brings us to the last facet, and that would be customer service. I'll be honest here, Vanguard, although their customer service is not horrible, I'll put them in at last. They're open from Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They're not available to you 24/7, but you can get in contact with them through email. Fidelity actually comes in at number 2 in terms of customer service, so they are available 24/7. They actually have a chat box on their website that you can communicate with customer service, and in addition, they also offer email contact. And Charles Schwab's will come in at number 1. They offer 24/7 access, emails, and I would say that their customer service on their site is just the most user-friendly. All right, so as promised, I stated that if you waited until the end of the video, I would let you know which one is the best. I would say that Vanguard would be the best for the long-term investor. And the reason for that is it's not the best platform for those who are actually looking to buy and sell. Vanguard has been around for ages. It's the originator and the creator of the index fund. And quite frankly, you would be hard-pressed to find a brokerage account that has mastered that in itself. Long-term investing through mutual funds as well as exchange-traded funds. Realistically speaking, that Fidelity will probably be best for the beginner, for the investor who has just started, who are also looking for options trading. So a mixture between the two. And then thirdly, Charles Schwab's will basically be the best for all-in-one. At the end of the day, the important thing is to invest, because what we're trying to accomplish or achieve here is financial independence. Regardless of which one of these brokerage accounts that you actually choose, the important thing is to start investing. It really doesn't matter which one you go with. Choose Fidelity if you have some interest in doing options trading. If you don't have any of those interests, then choose Vanguard. However, if a robo-advisor, online banking is something that's important to you, consider Charles Schwab's. For those of you who are completely new to investing, in this video, I actually went over investing in index funds for beginners. So I would highly encourage you to watch that video after this one. If you found this video to be helpful or insightful in any way, go ahead and subscribe to this channel so that I can continue making content just like this one. As we close this video out, I would like to thank all of the men and women who have served this country and who are also currently serving this country. I greatly appreciate you, and so do we all. So until the next video, guys, let's talk finances then.